Alright, welcome back, guys. We are live in our pistol round. It's going to be cash here. As we can see, G2 starting off on that CT side. This is Orbit's map choice, and they are one map away from stealing away the grand finals from G2. They had the upper bracket advantage of only having to secure 2 maps in that first best of 3 to win the championship, but Orbit has been holding no stops. So here we go. It's going to be an A-side execute, or at least it looks like it. We've got one out main, one out squeaky. They've got a mid play underway as well, so they're going to be pinching in, but Rowlin with the first frag of the round. Going to put one into the face of Pyth, but Skitten fires back onto Innocent, and the sight control is losing. CTs are losing it here, but Rowlin actually gets 2. And that's a big play, as he's given an opportunity for his CT teammates to come and help defend here.
Yeah, Rowlin giving his team a chance. 2-on-2 now. Orbit looking to start out where they left off on this map. The Law gets out of the sight. Great play by him to kind of flash his way out. Gamers2 need to get some good position here. Jumpy takes down the first one. What a one-tap by the Law! That was nuts. Right through the box. Dinks him. Makes him look at the stars, and Jumpy quickly gets the trades. Looks like that pizza not helping out Gamers2 at all.
Apparently not, as that pistol round is a massive pickup here for Orbit. I do believe they went up about 5-0 before Gamers2 was able to kind of return fire on their CT side in that first best of 3, but looks like we are getting back into this match unpaused and such. It looked like it was a bit of an FPS drop on one of the players on the CT side there, or rather, no, on the T side. My mistake. It was on Orbit's end, but they are now good to go, and we see an armor buy from the CT side. G2 looking to steal back the momentum. We'll see if they can secure this round. They're throwing a couple players out mid, but not aggressing too quickly. They're kind of playing a passive mid with a bit of a crossfire, and they've got a run boost going on. Oh, and they make it work onto that shroud spot, as we call it here in NA, but boost spot right outside of main, and some action going on in mid, but no frags dealt as of yet. Oh, Mouse will lose his head, so Pyth with the first blood.
And good job by Orbit here. It was dangerous for them at middle, as Gamers2 had a really nice setup. I kind of like this eco round from Gamers2. You know, they stack 3 at middle, get the boost at A, and then we'll worry about B later. But Orbit now has found their entry into B without losing anybody. Gamers2 still has some numbers up, but it doesn't look like Orbit is going to be giving away any frags. Only Wooten so far. That's Miniz taking down the Law. Can't find the weapon just yet. And maybe just trying to contain them in the bomb site. The Gamers2 members here. They got one outside the vents and one in the CT. Early on, economical damage is really important. Gamers2, if they want to put Orbit on a save as soon as possible, don't tell me we're going to see a ninja. Oh, he tries to go crazy and jump down, but instead he's going to lose his life, and nobody from Orbit's going to die. Actually, two of them go down. So really good eco here from Gamers2, but did they buy a little bit too much? It looks like they did.
Little low on the money, certainly. Sparrow on 1900, 2K on a couple, 3300 on Miniz and Rowlin. So they're not able to take that second round, and that definitely hurts their economy, as we can see. And a full buy here, obviously, on the Orbit's end. They have rifles across the board. Maxi actually grabbing that AWP. So we'll see.
Third round, that's really early.
That is. I completely agree with that. As an ecoing CT side is actually a bit of a scary look when you got an AWP, especially if they're able to group up on you. But as of now, looks like we're seeing kind of some standard play. They do have a bit of a stack on this A site, and ooh, they actually get a good read. So all 5 of their players, 2 from Trug, so not exactly the distance that they'd like to be at to use those weapons. But Rowlin, from that boost spot, he gets 1, and now he's going to be falling down. And oh, it's going to be Miniz picking up the second one. Rowlin on the bench, actually the third one, sorry, is we're going to see a 2v3 situation. Both players still alive on that T side inside of main, but Maxi with an AWP, not exactly most aggressive weapon to play with. And Jumpy goes down. It's going to be Maxi left to salvage this 1v3, where they quite certainly should have had this round in the bag.
And Maxi is going to get clean move into the site, and actually he's going to look CT. Everybody from Gamers2 is at A. They must think they have the bomb down or something. So Maxi is going to get a free bomb plant. Really, he's as surprised as I am that Gamers2 has left this bomb site entirely open. And look at Maxi. He has This drop on CT. I'm not sure if they know he has an AWP. Oh, he doesn't hit the shot. He hits him through the wall instead. And now holding the checkers right now. Oh my god, my dog's going nuts. I don't know if you can hear that.
Oh yeah, he's having a good time right now.
But yeah, holding the checkers here. Maxi, he's gonna get shanked.
Oh!
Never mind, he's still alive. No way. They're gonna give him a chance. He's coming into the bomb site. Spiro doesn't have a kit, and he sticks the bomb. Are you kidding me? What is he doing? He didn't have a kit. Did he not believe that Maxi was gonna push him here? Oh, he had to stick because it was gonna explode. I'm a noob. Orbit, take that third round, and man, he went for the knife. That's insane right now. Gamers2, big throw there.
Yeah, that's a very questionable play by Meniz, and yeah, we'll see if that comes back to bite them. Well, it already did bite them in the behind, but we'll see if continuation of what we saw will occur as Orbit on 3. This is looking very reminiscent of what we saw in Cash the first time these guys met earlier on today. So I don't even know what time it is, to be fair. It was earlier today, though.
It's game time.
It's game time, exactly. It's going to be Maxi trying to get a frag, but Innocent with a double. So firing back here on the CT side. Orbit, the last two players, not exactly the equipment they were hoping for. Innocent peeks his head out of Z and will take a little bit of damage, but now knows the location of Pyth. Jumpy looking to head out mid as well. Oh, sends Innocent down to 1 HP. So close to the first frag of the round, but it's not going to happen quite yet. Rowland drops Jumpy via that headshot, and now it's going to be Rowland cleaning up. So 2 frags for Innocent and Rowland. Mouse with 1, and they shut that down flawlessly, which is excellent for their economy.
Yeah, really good for them. And Orbit here, no money to really buy anything, but they're gonna force. This is nuts. They want that same momentum they had in the previous match. Orbit not quite off to the same start as they were in the previous matchup on Cash in the first best of 3. And they're gonna try a slow B explode. A setup for Gamers2. They're fairly aggressed inside of the checkers, and they're getting really close here. If Orbit doesn't check the box, they do check the box. Pyth tries to go with the drive-by. The take is so staggered, though. They're going in 1 by 1. They get the frag anyways. Only 1 player up in the B bomb site. Orbit needs to get a move on it right now. Giving Gamers so much time to rotate and kind of like eliminating some of the potency of the Tech 9s. You just want to swarm all over your opponents. They are going to get into the bomb site, though, and get that bomb down. And they still have a smoke for CT spawn. Really good. Innocent onto Roki. Innocent gets both of them. Only 1 player up. It's Skitten, who's already been dinked. And Spiro takes him out as well. So Gamers2, 2 rounds in a row. Orbit, fortunately for them, they got the bomb down. Still the round is lost, and that bomb plant is not going to make up for how much cash they just spent.
No, not at all. Orbit now in low money territory. We'll see if they opt to go for a force buy to kind of keep G2 honest, or what the call is going to be. And it looks like they're just going to be pistol buying. Not a huge surprise there. Not going to go for armor, as they would like to get a solid buy-in next round. Got a couple flashbangs to work with, so maybe a mid play or a main, or they are opting to head off to the right side of the map here. Jumpy leading that charge. And it looks like A main is a spot to go. Pyth works squeaky oh so often, so not a surprise to see him here. Minai's playing close, and if they're going to overwhelm him, that's going to be the name of the game, pushing into the site, and they do take off his head. Innocent, though, able to pick off a bunch, as well as Rowland. So although they took down the AWP, not exactly going to work out, and they weren't able to actually retrieve that AWP. So although Sparrow's got one of his own. Did they? I thought that, no, Minai's had one near quad.
Oh, I thought
I don't know
they
where
got
Sparrow.
it.
I know Sparrow had one, but I think that they had a double op there, so they have to rebuy an op here.
Yeah.
But not a huge deal, I suppose.
$5,000, pretty big deal sometimes. I mean, not to them right now because their economy's looking all right. But we'll see if Orbit can take this round. May come into play. Now Orbit had such strong mid control in the previous game. Really struggled Gamers2 to hold the mid. But Meniz onto the law. And The way G2 was playing middle last time, they had Innocent there alone with the rifle, and Orbit was able to capitalize after a little while. Innocent was doing a pretty good job. It's so interesting that they elect not to have the op play there, instead in the A-bomb site. But it is paying off so far. Meniz gets one, but Innocent goes down. So I guess that trade would favor Orbit. But where are they going to go here? There's going to be a B split. The Gamers2 member Spiro doesn't know exactly which way he wants to go, A or B. He is going to go towards B. This is the right decision inside of checkers. Oh, he only gets one. Mouse had a big chance there. He only takes down one. So still favoring Orbit is these trades, as they are going to be able to get into this bomb site. In the retake, they got a, wow, very long flank underway from Meniz. He's taking a very careful route. The bomb goes down safely. Nobody coming from the vent. Skitten is in the checkers, just waiting for it. This retake for Gamers2, very important here. They can't let Orbit win another terrorist side half on the map of Cash, which Orbit has proven themselves deadly on. Trades come into the site, 2-on-2. It's going down to a 1-on-1 right now. Skitten versus Rowland inside the checkers, and it goes to Skitten. Orbit taking the lead one more time, and Skitten with an ace. Oh my.
Yeah, definitely taking the team on his shoulders that round. And they get their fourth. So Orbit, again, they look very solid on this T side, and we kind of knew that coming in here, as they look solid last time we saw them on this map earlier today. So now, how does the CTs respond? As this is kind of one of those swing rounds where both teams kind of on the verge of ecoing.
I like that, swing rounds. That makes it so much easier.
Exactly. Exactly. So boosting up, it's going to be the Lon Pyth. And we'll see if they can make something work. Right now, though, not a lot of contention in mid-Innocent. Going to be the only one, and actually, he's kind of carefully playing to smoke it. Ooh, puts some good damage on the players at the boost, but also receives some knees. He's going to answer, but carefully dealt with by Roki.
Maybe that's why he doesn't op mid.
That could be why, certainly. Yeah, usually he's going for a different look at the A-bomb site. Something similar, but Rowland actually posted up in a very opportune spot, and especially with the way that Sparrow just smoked A main, this really kind of puts into the minds that there shouldn't be someone here, but Pike, oh so smart. He comes through, but will go down, but Rowland now in a really rough spot. He takes down the Law as well, Innocent with one, and then Sparrow ends the round. Oh my goodness. That didn't work out for Orbit at all. G2 stomping them in that round, only losing a single player.
Yeah, Rowland doing work this match so far. And I just can't say enough about Innocent at middle. The way he's playing it solo like that, it's so dangerous. Not many people can play it like a rifle at middle like that. Because usually if a couple people get boosted, that trade is going to be there for the terrorist side. Especially Innocent's been playing positions where he can't fall back sometimes. In Orbit, I'm surprised they're letting him get away with it, as mid-control was working for them in the previous match. But now Orbit already down a player, forcing up, trying to come into B. And this force might hurt them a lot. I mean, not saving up for the full buy when you already have a decent amount of rounds. They're trying to get the momentum back, but the CTs do have a good portion of money, and almost a flawless round from Gamers2. Orbit taking a lot of time coming into the B-bomb site, but Skitten. More frags. Mouse finishes the round. Gamers2 take the advantage, or the round advantage, right back, making out with 3 guns. And now Orbit. God, if they would have saved it, they would have been able to full buy here. But instead, the Tech 9 trains have not been working for Orbit, and they haven't gone for a straight-up rush with the Tech 9s. It's always run up to the bomb sites, then walk in, then we'll try to execute. Maybe something fast with the Tech 9s would work out better.
Completely agree. That nade kill definitely set them back, and they're like, oh, wait a second. We're going to wait it out a bit, and clearly didn't work out. Mid-play coming up quick, though. Mike going to be leading that charge. Jumpy gets the trade, as Innocent's only able to secure 1. Rowland now trying to hold from top of highway. He's got Manize with him. Sparrow coming out as well. He's going to leave Maxi all alone, and he will get dropped. So they do get 2 frags, bare minimum of what they're looking for, but the money on that CT side definitely growing to a state where they're soon going to be able to buy, even if they lose a round. Of course, they don't want to at this point. 4 rounds already for Orbit at round 11 is a solid score line for them. They only need 1 or 2 to have a decent chance, obviously, on that CT side. So,
I agree. And For Orbit here, we saw last round, Innocent went down. He got traded off by Glocks. Orbit can take him down with these rifles. They don't even need to take out middle, though. They're pushing into B with the boost from Innocent. This time they play teammate. Innocent gets boosted up. Trades going Orbit play, though. Skitten takes both mid players down. And this looks like a really nice Orbit round. And it really just came down to Gamers2 switching it up and going for some pushes. Problem being, they don't really have... They got a little economy, but really you want to go for those aggressive plays and you have the economy to back it up. You have the money to pay for your mistake if necessary. But now Gamers2. If Meniz saves this AWP, they are going to be able to get a full buy out of it. If he doesn't, I'm not so sure. Orbit. They don't really have the money to go hunting, but they are going to. They know Meniz has that AWP. Big prize for Orbit to claim if they can find him. He's just lurking around the A main. And to me, this decides whether Gamers is able to buy. Man. Alright, they are still going to be able to buy, but it's not going to be with full nades. So, here comes the swing round.
Here it comes indeed, as not a lot of money on that T side either, but they've picked up their 5th round, and that's a fantastic spot for Orbit. They're going to be feeling really confident. They've taken this map already earlier today, and now they've done the damage on their T side. If they can get anything else done, it's fantastic, but even with 5 rounds, they've put themselves in a decent spot moving over to the CT half, but we're still in round 12 here. G2 is going to have to stuff the rest of this. They want a solid chance moving into that T side as well, but Skitten has come alive here. He's got so many frags compared to the rest of his team. 15, 2, and 8. The nearest to him is Roki with 6. So lots of frags coming out from this guy. He's definitely an entry fragger of choice right now for Orbit. Bit of an MVP, if you will. But we'll see as a mid-control taken by Orbit. They're looking for a bit of a split B play, it does seem. Sparrow is going to be holding sight with Mouse. So they do have a bit of crossfire working out, but it's Maxi who's able to take down Meniz. So 3 CTs left alive. Huge advantage for the T side, but it's Mouse and Spiro that are able to make things work. Now they both go down, though, and Rowland left in a 1v3 that it's got to be crossing his mind that this is do or die. If I go in and die, we have to save, and it's going to be really rough. If I go in and win, well, that's fantastic, but a 1v3 definitely is going to be rough whichever way he goes.
And he makes the more passive decision. Obviously, the ramifications of this only means Gamers is going to have 1 gun. Actually, he falls back and grabs Meniz op. That's a good choice right there. I didn't even think about that at all. So an op is much better on an eco round for your team than a rifle, I would say. But he's going to get pushed on by Jumpy here. Wow, good flick by Rowland. Keeping that op for his team. And he's going to make it out safely. Yeah, that quad box going to keep him alive. And for Gamers2, what that round came down to, Orbit got mid control, and Innocent, I keep harping on it, he has a very tough job. He only has a rifle, and there's really no contingency plan a lot of the times when he's playing middle. Sometimes he'll play at the sandbags. Sometimes he'll just play wide out in the open middle. And Orbit finally capitalized on that. And now Gamers2 have all their chips in the A-bomb site. Where is that op, though? Looks like Meniz has kept it. He gets the frag onto the loft. Man, this is going to be really bad for Orbit if they keep trying to press their way into this A-bomb site. They have no intel that everybody of Gamers2 is here, and now they're going to be falling back. Still got a player in the doorway. That's going to be Pyth. And the longer he stays alive here, oh no, are they coming back to A? They're going to now try to wrap onto A. Gamers2 is staying solid, though. They're staying put. And this gambit may just pay off. They've made all the right choices here so far, but still, Orbit has the firepower advantage. In Gamers2, 3 pistols and an AWP, and now there's a whole lot more angles to cover.
Yeah, Skitten coming up from highway, and he will be able to take down Mouse blindsided, but Meniz, that's the player to watch for. He still has that AWP in hand, and now left in a 1v2 where he gets a quick flick onto Roki. It's Jumpy versus Manizzetti. Oh, he almost gets that quick flick as well, but Jumpy takes his head off, and that's going to be the round. 7-6 the score line, as that is a big pickup here and just more momentum in Orbit's sails. What a play.
Yeah, Maniz almost went for him, but couldn't do it in the end. Jumpy with a nice flick shot. Jumpy's been a little quiet, but does it when it matters. Another gun round here. Orbit not looking as dominant as they were in the previous one, but still have the advantage coming into the next half. Even if they lose out, still looking for him. Jumpy on to Maniz. And Jumpy, I think that's the first time we've seen him. And he takes out the Opera of Gamers2. It's a weird setup here from Gamers2. They're playing off the fact that Innocent has been playing alone with the rifle, hoping Orbit will try to take him down. Indeed they do, but do they send numbers up middle? Because they have guys at sandbags just waiting for Orbit to try to take mid control, but Orbit wants nothing to do with it. And now they're going to head towards A. So this little gambit at middle is not going to work out at all for Gamers2. I do like the thought behind it, though, because after you kill a couple at mid, you don't expect a guy to be sandbags. But still, ooh, Allen able to catch the law. That's Maxi from the side. And now he knows the A-bomb site is in danger. He's going to make his way up. Rallen there before any of his teammates, and he goes down. Both their teammate, or his teammate goes down as well for Gamers2. And now it's just Zero. Not going to do anything in Orbit. 8-6. Probably going to make this 9-6. Gamers2 is going to have to force up. And Orbit looking to take both maps on cash in a row versus Gamers2.
And Jumpy securing 4 frags in that round. Massive play from him, and we're just kind of seeing, that's kind of the tail of the tape here. Each taking their turn, as Skitten obviously leading the charge with 16 frags, but all of them have had their impact frags here. So heading over to the A side of things are the T's, and working a boost actually. Maxi already up and waiting, but we actually see a flank coming in from the B site. So is Skitten going to be able to capitalize on this aggressive play? He goes down right from the get-go. So now, do they take into the A site, or do they wait for the inevitable flank? And actually, no, CTs have fallen back, so they gain an advantage in that frag. Innocent has gone down in the process, so it is a 4-on-4. They do not want to give up any more players. So Orbit slowing down drastically as they suspect there's players still on that flank, but as we can see, they've actually put Mouse back in sight, and Rowland's way back waiting for someone outside of Z Connector on the CT side. So 50 seconds left on the clock here. Where do the T's take it?
Yeah, and Orbit being so delicate with their approach towards this B site. Gamers2 aggressed, and then Orbit spending damn near a minute clearing up to this B bomb site, but now they're going to hit. One of the Gamers2 members has already rotated. Orbit has a guy watching the flank as well. It's going to be big if the CT can survive there, but he has no HP. Here comes Orbit into the B bomb site. One up in the site. That's Mouse. Both of them are at the headshot spot. He can't take anybody with him. So Orbit looking to take this round. Only 2 up for Gamers2. Orbit, if they could take this 9-6, even if they lose pistol round, they're still in a great spot. 2 members. One goes down, only up to Spiro. Trade is there. 9-6 Orbit, and kind of what we expected from them on cash.
Certainly, they looked really solid on it previous, and looking good on it here and now. 9 rounds on the T side. It's fantastic for them moving into the CT side. Even if they drop pistol, when they inevitably hit that rifle round, it'll only be a tie score line, and they're still on that favorable side. Obviously, though, they're not planning on losing the pistol, so we'll see how this does turn out. But guys, again, to point you to our Twitter giveaway, Luminosity hooking us up with a field-tested Op Asimov. Go ahead and follow them on Twitter, as well as go RGN TV, retweet the Op tweet, and then Laser, he's got a beautiful giveaway as well, the Minimal Wear Vulcan. You just got to follow him. Are you getting a retweet in there as well, or are you just going to get people just to follow you and do it?
I'm just going to do a randomize of all the Twitter people, and then if they're there, they get it.
There you go. There you have it. So send him a follow, Laser Jesus. We're live in pistol round here, and Rowland going with the Tech 9. And it is going to be an A-side take. They've got 3 going towards Squeaky, 2 coming out main, and there's only 1 CT player alive in sight at the moment. So he's actually playing the smoke, so they will go for a bit of a retake. He's going to be lurking around towards. That's going to be Maxi taking off the head of Mouse. And the Tech9 player in Rallin now trying to trade, and he will be able to secure that. So they do have a kit on Jumpy, as Skitten will land onto Meniz. And they are looking to retake. There's Rallin going down. This is falling apart for the G2 lineup, as, again, a kit in hand just means that they've got so much time to get this final frag, and they will be able to get it. So huge play here for Orbit, getting their 10th round and really putting them in a spot where winning this half, or winning this map, is definitely a realistic opportunity for them.
Yeah, coming down from the depths of the lower bracket, battling their way through all those best of ones. And they were sent there by Gamers2 as well. So, gonna get 2 times the revenge. Always better than 1 times the revenge. Yeah, Orbit, 6 rounds from taking our tournament. And what went wrong for Gamers2? In the end there, they had a double quad set up, but everybody else died besides the people at quad. So they stayed a little bit more passive elsewhere. At quad have been much more effective. Now Gamers2, they're on that force up that they do. They throw AKs. 2 of their guys buy AKs, 2 of their guys buy armor, and then they give the AKs to the people with armor. And this worked out against Orbit in their previous match on this map. Will it happen again? I think Orbit is going to be a little more advised this time. And Gamers2 is going to do that, but coming up middle now. They do trade evenly, taking their way up highway. Gamers almost has the bomb site. They do have the bomb site, but the bomb is down at middle. And Skitten takes down Spiro. Both of the AKs are down. Only Rallin alive, and now with a rifle. Got a FAMAS in hand. Oh man, he misses the shot onto Skitten. Could have brung it down to a 1 versus 2. Instead, Skitten still just messing with him. And there it is. Gets the flashbang. And Maxi takes the kill. Orbit starting the CT half strong. And the problem for Gamers2 is here. What they did last time, they still got the bomb down in the last round, and it still allowed them to do their double AK setup. This time a little different. Now they can't force it all.
Yeah, looks like a full save here from the T side in Gamers2. Should be another round for Orbit, moving up to 12 on their CT side. Definitely looking bleak here as G2, they had a huge advantage coming into this, well, best of 3 for them if they took it, but now a double best of 3 where they find themselves down a map and losing in the second map here, and it's going to be Pyth, all Pyth. He's getting 3. Let's see with 1. They do get the bomb planted, but no frags means that a lot of money on that Orbit lineup, or yeah, they're going to have a lot of money across all their players. 3,600 is their least rich player on that CT side. And they are moving into round 19, where they will be facing off against AKs, but they do have good equipment on their end. It's not like they had any SMGs, so they don't have to upgrade, they don't have to spend anymore. So they should have a bit of a cushion here, especially if they take this round. G2 is going to be in really rough shape.
Yeah, and they are on the more difficult side. Gamers2, they're going to go ahead and throw a bunch of smokes into the A-bomb site. Is it going to be a fake or a take is my question. We have Orbit aggressing in the B-bomb site, and they're going to start rotating over to A. So Gamers2 needs to go right now, but Roki pushed up in the main. He spams down the first one. Has the opportunity to whip out his pistol. That's Spiro. Hits the trade. A lot of his health is gone. Trying to take into the A-bomb site, though. Maxi coming up huge. 2 big frags of his own. Puts Gamers2 only 2 members up. Maxi with his 3rd. And still hunting. Pyth takes out Meniz, and now Orbit still remaining with 3 of their players. They have a great economy. Gamers2 is going to be on the save, or they might even want to force here. Looks like they are going to force. And Orbit, 3 rounds away from taking our tournament.
Yeah, 3 rounds away from first place in the RGN EU Intercontinental. It's our first European tournament, but we have announced our second one. Sign-ups are now live, so definitely check out HLTV has an article on that, as well as if you check out the CEVO page, you'll find the registration section if you do want to find yourself in our tournament. But it's going to be a push-out mid here for the teams already taking mid-control. Pyth will eat a bullet. No, Innocent gets a second, so they're working really quick here and clearly catching the CTs off guard. Roki only gets 1 as well, so it's a 2v4 situation. Skitten coming up quick, though, from Truck, and he's able to get a frag with minimal damage done to himself. The most critical aspect is, of course, there's still 3 players left alive and the bomb planted. The main player is going to be Jumpy as Z Connector. We're going to see 2 frags going in the favor of The CT's rallying. He has an opportunity to clutch this 1v2, but he's going to have to come up big. Skitten should be an easy frag with 2 HP, but he can't get it. A kit on Skitten as well, and they're going to tell him he had 2 HP. Their hearts must be sinking on the G2 lineup.
Yeah, that was so close. And they did force up, but they're still going to be able to buy here. It's full lost money bonus on top of a bomb plant. Definitely allows everything you need except for the AWP for minis. So at Gamers2, 2 more rounds away from exiting our tournament in 2nd place. In Orbit, can't ask for a better position here. Tons of money in the bank. Not tons, that's a lie. But enough money in the bank. And Pyth here going for some aggressive stuff at A main. Takes the first one out. Does he want to aggress anymore? This is horrible for Gamers2. Pyth's going to continue to aggress. What is Gamers2's plan here? Are they going to take, or are they just going to sit in main? They need to make a move. Fall off or take the site right now. They are going to try to boost into the Shroud spot. This is nice. He's missing all his shots, though. Finally takes down Maxi. Looking for the guy in sight. Pyth coming up big with that AWP. As well as Brokey chiming in with a frag of his own. Pyth, that's his 3rd. He's aggressive. He's treating that like a rifle right now. Oh my god, he walked all the way around Innocent. And Innocent just walking around the site with his hand over his face. So blind. What a horrible way to go out. And now Gamers2, just 1 round away from taking 2nd place in Orbit from the lower bracket. They're going to take, was it 4 maps to 1 now if they do take this next round.
Exactly, 4 maps in a row, so huge performance from Orbit, and I did want to just quickly get out that we do have a subscriber giveaway coming in after this, an AK-47, but that can be figured out a little further from the chat. We already see 2 frags going into the T's, and again, this could be the last round here from Orbit. Pyth coming up big with 3 already. Make it 4. He's trying to end it with an ace here. It's going to be Spiro left in a 1v4 where his team has left him alone in the server. Pyth gets the ace to finish it, and that's going to be it. Orbit takes our